Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on a team from the American, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Jaguars will boot it away to start the game. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the North Texas Mean Green offense takes the field, and they'll try to put together the first drive of the game. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. So South Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, South Alabama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Back to pass. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He breaks a tackle. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about North Texas. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find
wide open spaces. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mean Green. Looking for the tie with the extra point. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Keeps looking downfield. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Bullock. Got room to work. Got enough for the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Jaguars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. Makes the grab on the left. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Jaguars have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Woods. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Jaguars! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's South Alabama holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Here's a heat. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He might want another play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
North Texas in the hurry-up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Punts it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. To the air, it's Davenport. Wide open downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Great spot to attack there right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man on the right. Spin, still running. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Jaguars in the hurry-up.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Bullock. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Davenport. Hit as he throws. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Jaguars send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnover.
Oh, he found a space on the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
It's complete on the right side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine.
Touchdown, North Texas. A great catch and run for 6.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to pass. It's Davenport. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kitchens. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Punt is on its way. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Fires into traffic, picked off.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Grabbed over the middle, it's Woods. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Jaguars will hustle to the line.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. The Jaguars will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, South Alabama. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Rush is on him. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
To the air on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up third down.
The Mean Green now facing the meanest of problems on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jess.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Jaguars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. With the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete to the left.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on second and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Skips away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right on the money. He's loose. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. go back to work in the final period of this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. The give from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can...
He's going for the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 27 over Auburn. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Jaguars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
I think the biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. And they've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this juncture, and you just wonder.
Lots of running room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Breaks the tackle. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Jaguars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Davenport. Lofts one deep down the right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time. It's a seam wide open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. And the Jaguars will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Have to put that 1st down behind them. It's 2nd and goal from the 11. Quarterback running on the draw. Touchdown, Jaguars! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. You know, there's no real reason to